I get what LeBron is trying to say, but that's what society, that's what social media, that's what we've done now. We've turned everything into a ring. If you don't have a championship, it's almost it. And at one point in time, it was like that with the Grammys, bud. Man, you ain't got no Grammy. Man, you ain't got no Grammy.
But sometimes what it takes to fuel you, though. Right? If you would have asked LeBron that prior to having a chip, he would have told you that's his motivation. That's his drive. That's what I want to be. I want to be placed on the mantle next to those other greats. Well, you have to look at what those other great people have achieved. You have to look at what their success is gauged by. You know what I'm saying? And who they played against, the level of competition. All of these things come into that. So, and you got chips. I don't know who he's arguing for in this. And
I think the thing is, Bud, if you look at LeBron, look at the guys that he idolized. What did they have? Jordan, rings. Magic, rings. Bird, rings. So those are three guys that we know he looked up to. What does all those guys have in common? Championships. There's a reason why he left, because he wanted a championship. He felt that the organization didn't have the wherewithal, or he didn't trust them to get the requisite pieces in Cleveland. So he went to Miami. You see, it's a big relief once you have something, because it's easy for the person that says, man, I'm going to take me some time. Well, yeah, Elon Musk can take a 6-month vacation. Jeff Bezos can take a 6-month vacation. But ask him when they were building their business, did they take a 6-month vacation? Okay, now LeBron, did you feel this way before you had championships or after you got them? And I agree with everything he's saying. I just believe this, Bun. When we're having a conversation and I got to put EST on it, you got to have championships. Now, I'm not saying you can't be great, because Charles Barkley, I'm old enough, you and I are old enough, because we remember a lot of these cats. I remember Charles Barkley. I remember Carmelo. I remember Patrick Ewing. I remember some of these great players. But when I need to add EST, I just don't know how I can.
But you come from football.
I don't know how.
You come from football. So
I think the thing is, Bun, is that, bro, you got more regular season points, more playoff points. You're the only guy. I mean, you're the only guy that's top in points, rebounds, and assists. I mean, no guy that has as many assists points as you got is even in the top 10. You're in the top 5 in assists. I mean, you got 40, 11, and 11. 40,000 points, 11,000 rebounds, 11,000 assists. I think the only guy that maybe even can approach that is Luka, and I don't think Luka's body's going to allow him to play that long. I just think the thing, and this is what he said. LeBron compared the way greatness is measured in other sports, noting athletes like Dan Marino, Barry Bonds are still celebrated regardless of their championship total. Yes, we still celebrate Barry.
Thank y'all for checking in with my channel. So, as we all know, Shannon Sharpe, the well-known sports analyst, likes to talk a lot about basketball and LeBron James. Sometimes, Shannon comes out strongly supporting LeBron, defending him against critics and haters. He points out LeBron's great achievements like his championships, scoring records, and leadership on and off the court. When people criticize LeBron, Shannon often reminds us of how hard LeBron works and how much he's done for the game. But other times, Shannon agrees with the critics. He will say things that point out LeBron's mistakes or moments when he didn't play as well as expected. Sometimes he talks about decisions LeBron made that didn't work out, like moving teams or losing important games. This makes it hard to tell if Shannon is really on LeBron's side or if he's just being honest and balanced. This kind of mixed message is common with many sports analysts. They want to be fair and say both the good and bad, but it can make fans confused. Some days, Shannon sounds like LeBron's biggest fan, and other days, he sounds like a critic. She shows how complicated it is to talk about great players like LeBron because they are not perfect and have ups and downs like anyone else. In the end, Shannon Sharpe helps us see both sides. He reminds us that even the best players have challenges, and that being great doesn't mean never making mistakes. His mixed views show that sports talk isn't always clear-cut, and that's okay because it keeps the conversation interesting. So, let me know what y'all think about this. Make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and like this video, and I'll see y'all in the next video.